Alrighty, just try and give a quick summary here of what's probably going to be happening for next year. Instead of tell you on the 1st of January, you might as well hear it now. Some of you know more than others, I'll put it like that, but some of you may already have known about this one. There was quite a chance I was going to go to Colombia later on, maybe September, October or something, of 2017. Not really likely to happen anymore. For about 3 or 4 weeks, basically to, well, meet up with a future wife. Colombia is becoming a hot spot for mail-order brides, and as some of you know, some of these hot spots tend to be full of bloody... Just because they're a hot spot for mail-order brides doesn't mean all the girls are very legitimate. As plenty of people who married Russian mail-order brides found out the hard way. There are girls, and this is not uncommon in South American countries, who, you know, they're looking to become a mail-order bride, but at the same time they're a friggin' prostitute. And you're marrying a girl who was a prostitute only 2 weeks ago. Glorious. Anyways, there was somebody I knew here who was going to line me up with a bunch of Colombian girls who they knew personally, and they knew the background of them and what they were like and everything. Hopefully amongst those several that they were going to line me up with, one of them would be alright, and I would avoid any of the scams and bullshit that some people go through. And yeah, but that's not likely to happen. Really speaking, the finances can't manage it, and I still have to get a passport, and now you know why I was learning Spanish. In all of this, the thing that's come along the best has been my ability to learn Spanish, and I am shocked at how bloody easy it is to learn Spanish. It is surprisingly easy. Anyway, there's going to be something else happening this year too, or in 2017. Now I know some of you guys like watching my off-grid life, but it may be a little bit boring when I waffle on and on and on and on and on, and you see the spinach growing, and it's about as interesting as watching grass grow when you're seeing spinach grow 1 week at a time. Boom, boom. I can understand that may be boring for some of you, but what I have noticed in the past is that when it comes to building things and fixing up things, you know, making things like the cardboard house, making things like the wood hot water system out there, even things that I would consider boring, such as when we re-fence the lower half of this property, you guys seem to love it. Somebody even said to me they'll miss seeing my fencing videos. It was like, oh my gosh, it was just boring putting the fence up. And I know some of you have followed me over from the RV community, and you guys in particular are going to definitely love this. I'm not at liberty to really say a great deal about who's the end user, who's the boss, who technically owns it, who this, that, the other, what the whole arrangement is, but there has been an arrangement that I have been secretly working out with others, and long story short, it appears that I am the best man for the job in regards to fixing up old caravans slash campers slash camper trailers, whatever you want to call them, you know what I mean. And we're going to be doing that, and we may be doing it by February. And hell, by the end of February there could be 3 of the damn things parked out here. These are all rather old. I've got an idea of what ones that I'm going to be dealing with. They're all sort of early 80s. Some of them might even be like 1979, 78. You know, they're rather old, Some of them have impact damage, which can mean anything from somebody's bumper rubbing down to the side of the thing to a little branch falling off a tree in high winds and putting a dent in the roof. Some of these will require sheet metal fix-up, others won't. There's going to be quite a few that are water damaged, and so I've been looking into all of that. So there's going to be a lot of doing silicone on these roofs of these things. There might be repainting on the outside. There's definitely going to be repainting on the inside. There's probably going to be fixing up water damage, which they frame them all. I never really knew this, but seeing as though I'm the one who's good when I get tools in my hands, I've been running around like hell trying to find a lot of videos on this stuff, and have found there's even a place in Florida that does it professionally as a proper shop, specialising in water damage. They're a second-hand dealer of RVs, but they specialise in water damage, and they fix up RVs and campers with water damage all the flaming time. And what generally happens, long story short, inside they're framed using 2x1s, and then you got plywood just like that, except better quality, obviously, that goes over the top. And so I might be doing a bit of that. Hopefully, there's flaws. I don't know if I'll be dealing any with those, but I probably will be dealing with those. Replacing the fridges, chucking the propane fridges out, putting a standardised mains fridge in, you know, an upright fridge, sort of like a giant bar fridge sort of thing, and getting stuck in with the Febreze, which, if you don't know what that is, you can look it up. It gets rid of smells. It's like an odour neutraliser, and it can get rid of any smell and just replace it with perfect cleanliness. And probably replacing carpets as well, which isn't as hard as you may think for an RV or a caravan. The reality of the situation is it's almost entirely going to be old caravans. There's very, very low chance there's going to be any actual RVs or anything like that. But that will be what I will be doing, and I know you guys love that, so there you go.